One of the only things I don't like about Global Dokkan is how stacked the rest of the year is after the anniversary takes place, which makes it pretty hard for players who don't spend a lot of money to really have a chance at pulling all of the greatness to come, which also means that you need to know what is dropping ahead of time. That way you can take the proper precaution, you can know what to save for, what to summon on, all of that good stuff, which is exactly what we're doing in today's video. I'm going to go through basically the rest of the year, the schedule I should say, for Global Dokkan for the rest of the year, for the rest of 2022. I need you to pay attention because again, if you don't spend a lot of money in this game, or even if you just want to spend as less as possible, this is the, like, knowing what's coming is going to be the best thing for you. But of course, I do have a very quick subscriber challenge that you need to go through before we hop into today's video. Again, as I always ask when it comes to these sub challenges, just be honest with me, okay? It's not that difficult. If you haven't touched the grass in the last 24 hours, I need you to pause the video, scroll down, subscribe because you got caught lacking today, and then go outside and touch some grass. I need you to remain in contact with Mother Earth, okay? That is important for staying in the realm of reality, if you will. But if you have touched grass in the last 24 hours, you can skip today's subscriber challenge. Thank you for staying in contact with Mother Earth, and I will catch you lacking in the next. Stay tuned for that. Let's hop straight into today's video, starting off with the part 2 banner for the anniversary. This should be dropping within the next 3, 4, 5 days, something like that. I'll do a video on the exact time when we have confirmation for that, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, the part 2 banner will be dropping. And of course, I'm not going to be covering all like easy A banners and stuff, just like the major important banners for Global Dokkan. So yeah, part 2 coming in a few days from now. After the part 2 celebration, we have some easy A banners every now and then, but the main, or the next main Dokkan Fest will be the Raditz banner to drop. Now, it's crazy to me how Nappa, AGL Trunks, Dokkan Fest Kid Gohan, Physical Piccolo, and Int Gogeta is better than Physical Raditz. But hey, man, it is what it is, okay? We don't talk about Int Kid Goku. I don't like him. But yeah, this banner, I'm telling you right now, just try to avoid summoning on this, please. I don't care if there is a buy 3 get 1 free. Like, this is not, like, if you summon and pull Raditz, you lost. Do you understand that? Like if you spend stones on this banner and you don't pull Raditz, you lose. And if you spend stones and you pull Raditz, you still lose. The only way to get a W off of this banner is to pull Nappa, because Nappa is really, really good. But of course, Nappa needs to be on Raditz's team to get a 200% buff. And if he's not on that team, then he's not going to look as good as he possibly can look. So at the end of the day, it's going to be an L if you summon on this banner. Don't do it, all right? And this banner should be dropping, I would say, around August 9th, August 10th for Global Dokkan. After that, there will be no Part 2 LR because we already had that Part 2 LR. The Physical Goku and Piccolo dropped before the anniversary. So the next major banner will be the Worldwide Celebration. Now, the Worldwide Celebration will take place at the end of August. So the banner should drop, I think, the 31st or so. And then what happens is we will get access to a new dual Dokkan festival. Last year, it was this Frieza and this Goku. This year, I'm not going to speculate right now because that's not the point of this video. I'm not going to waste your time. I did pull up the image of, you know, Gohan and the Gammas maybe for part 1, right? I do think the Extreme Class Gammas could make it for like a really good Androids unit. And then Gohan could obviously be really like a 200% lead for Hybrid Saiyans. And then after the part 1 celebration, or part 1 of the Worldwide Celebration, we will be getting a part 2 LR banner that drops 2 LRs, right? Not just one. Last year they gave us two new LRs for the Legendary Summon banner. So I would say expect the same thing this year. This will, you know, happen, I think, middle of September or so. And then I pulled up images of maybe, you know, not Golden Piccolo, Orange Piccolo, and maybe Cell Max. Again, this guy doesn't really, I don't think he deserves a Dokkan festival, in my opinion. All he does is just yell and run around. I guess you can say Broly does the same thing, Dragon Ball Z Broly, but at least he says an actual name. And like, he knows what he's doing. This guy is literally just like, like his brain is not even there. Like, he's not, you know. So again, I think these two could be maybe the part 2 LRs, but regardless, whatever Worldwide is, we'll be getting dual Dokkan Fest in part 1, and then 2 LRs from a Legendary Summon banner in part 2. So keep that in mind. And then we move into October. I already spoiled it. October for Global Dokkan should be dropping the Blue Goku, as well as the Jocko right here. This Goku is actually really, really good, and he does have a switch mechanic with a Vegeta, a blue Vegeta unit, so go ahead and summon on that if you want to. Super Vegeta is on the banner, as well as the tech androids, 2 of which are really good. I mean, Vegeta's kind of fell off just a little bit because of the recent power creep and stuff, but I mean, he's still pretty solid here. This banner will be dropping early October, and we know this simply because of the way or this schedule of last year for Global. So just to point this out to you, last year for Global Dokkan, around the end of May is when AGL Dokkan Fest Gohan dropped, and that AGL Dokkan Fest Gohan dropped early October for Global. So if we just go by the same schedule, we can expect this unit to drop again. As long as anything doesn't mess up the schedule, we should expect this Goku early October, which would mean that towards the end of October, we should be expecting the legendary summon LR, Golden Frieza, one of the best, if not the best defensive unit in the game for at least the first few turns. I do think he is definitely worth your stones. The only issue is that there's still a lot of hype to come, so keep that in mind. But yeah, he's definitely really powerful, especially defensively, and you can expect him to drop towards the mid to end of the, Global Dokkan schedule in mid to end October. That's what I was trying to say before. And then we move into the month of November, probably one of the most stacked months of the year. So first things first, you can expect to see the Vegeta and Trunks unit. The Vegeta and Trunks is definitely the best defensive unit in the game as of right now, as the time I'm recording this. Worldwide can introduce definitely a better unit, but as of right now, Vegeta and Trunks, I would say, are the best LR in the game. They will be dropping early November, just like Gogeta did last year. Now, Tanabata, it's not called Tanabata on Global, it's called the Thank You Celebration on Global, so just, keep that in mind. And then for part 2, we don't get the LR Merge Zamasu, and we do not get the Dokkan the Tanabata banner that has all the 7-year LR, stuff like that. That doesn't happen in this month. It's a little annoying, but because November is so stacked, like, it'll make sense to you in a second, right? So Vegeta and Trunks drop early November, and then for part 2, we usually get like a random legendary summon LR. They just put 2 LRs on the banner and just call it a day and release it for the game. We might get 3 LRs this time because they're starting to do, triple LR featured multis or banners for these new legendary summon LR. So maybe expect 3 LRs this time. But regardless, we're going to get a legendary summon banner. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be Merge Zamasu, because after this, we will be getting Dragon Ball Heroes related stuff. It's been dropping in November for the last 2 years for Global, pretty much every time for JP Dokkan. We don't know what's going to be coming yet for Dragon Ball Heroes. Maybe a Grand Prix Goku if you watch Heroes, maybe a Hearts unit, maybe I don't really know what's going to come. But regardless, you can expect Heroes to drop, I would say, around late November. So imagine this, right? Imagine the reason why they don't drop Zamasu, even the Tanabata banner, is because of this. You would have no chance to say for anything if they dropped this banner and then LR Merge Zamasu and then the Tanabata banner for the 7-year LRs and then Heroes. 1 month of all of that is absolutely insane. Like there's not a single person in the game, even I guess if like your Truth or something, that's even too much for him. 4 big banners like that is a little bit too much, which is why they don't drop everything in the month of March. So I guess the month of November. So yeah, keep that in mind. Again, Vegeta and Trunks early, then whatever part 2 LRs they want to drop for Legendary Summon Banner, and then at the end of November we can get Dragon Ball Heroes, and then we move into the month of December, the last month before the year, obviously. So last year, we got this Kale named Caulifla unit. This Kale and Caulifla unit dropped early December for Global Dokkan, but she dropped in October for JP, which means that whatever Dokkan Fest Globe or JP gets in October, we can expect that same exact Dokkan Fest to drop in December. So basically, if I pull this up right here, October will be when we get this Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta, if the schedule doesn't change too much. So whatever unit JP gets during or whenever Global gets this is when Global can is the unit Global can expect to get in December, if that makes sense. So we don't really know what unit that's going to be just yet. It could be a hype Dokkan Fest, it could not be a hype Dokkan Fest, but that's basically what we can expect based off of last year's how the schedule went last year. So, and then whatever part 2 LR JP gets for their October Dokkan Fest, which was last year LR Goku and Hit, that's what Global is going to get as a double rate banner mid December. So we have last year we got the LR Goku and Hit double rates banner on a global Dokkan. This was the part 2 LR that dropped, I think it was like what, 17th 15th of October for JP. So again, whatever part 2 LR JP gets is the LR we will get in December, mid-December, as a double rates banner, which is definitely a W for global. It just makes it easier to pull a lot of these LRs right here. I would say double rate banners for legendary coin, or okay, because it's a blue coin banner, so I can't say yellow coin LRs, but I mean, they are yellow. You get my point, right? Trying to summon for yellow coin LRs through a double rates banner could end up going crazy, especially since they're adding multiple LRs to this unfeatured list every single year. So I've seen 3-4 LR multis from these double rates banner before. You can walk away with a lot of goodness. It's not, going to happen every single time, but if you're lucky, I mean, you can end up pulling a lot of great stuff, so keep that in mind. And then, before we end off with this video, the last major banner to drop on global after this will be on Christmas Eve, and that would be the Tanabata Banner, I guess you can say. I guess, I don't know what it's called on global. Is it? I don't know if it's called, I think it's called, I don't know. But regardless, that's when Vegeta and Trunks will return, as well as these 7-year LRs, and that is when you can purchase them in the red coin shop. Now, the New Year's banner, I think, drops a few days into New Year's, or like the day of New Year's, so I'm not going to include that in this video, but that is basically it for this, right? We have a lot of hype, a lot of major banners dropping on Global Dokkan in the next few months. So now that we know this, you can kind of decide what to summon for, but I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit difficult because we don't know what the worldwide celebration is, at least for the part 2 LRs, or maybe even the dual Dokkan Fest. We don't know what's gonna come yet, so it's still a little bit tough. Just know that these LRs are very, very good, and they're usually one of the 2 dual Dokkan festivals are usually one of the best LRs in the game. So knowing that, I think it's definitely good to save some stones for worldwide. And then if it's revealed that the part 1 LRs aren't that great, then I guess you can go ahead and skip and summon for whatever the heck you want after that. But worldwide, I think, should be the focus for everyone's stones right now, because worldwide, as the last 2 years has proven to us, always introduces at least one of the best LRs in the game. So I definitely think this is where your stones should be focused on. After that, I mean, Goku and Vegeta are cool. LR Golden Frieza is really, really good, but I don't think you want to mess up on the current best unit in the game. This could go out the window in the next few months, by the way. Again, whatever LR drops worldwide could easily trump this LR right here. So, but if that's not the case, this is what you definitely want to summon on. Their team is absolutely ridiculous. You're going to have a lot of fun running this LR. So keep that in mind as well. There's a lot to keep in mind here, so hopefully this video was of some use to you. Maybe refer to it a little bit later as the time gets closer to release all of these major banners. But if this is something you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, and take care of those stones, please. Peace.